Hey, welcome back to Sports Fans Only with your hosts KJ and Shawn Mac, and we have a special guest who was here with the previous segment. C.Anthony has decided to stay on with us, so he's going to stay on board with this segment. We actually got a fun little thing we want to do with you guys. This is actually an interactive thing. We had people voting online. This is going to be called, what did we say we're going to name it, Shawn? This is going to be our fan reaction bracket.
Let's call it Furious Fans Reactions.
Yeah, Furious Fan Reactions bracketology. So since this would be around the Elite Eight, Sweet 16 area of the NCAA tournament, we are going to start off at the Sweet 16. So this is our West bracket, and the first game, first competition, whatever you want to call it, is the 1 versus 8 seed. So here we go. This is the number 1 seed. This is a female mocking. This is female mocking Peyton Manning. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. That's not it. My bad. All right, here we go.
Fucking football team, and the stupid fucking Seahawks aren't that fucking good. Ugh! Peyton, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Pass
Here,
interference.
you know what? Throw it to number 50 on the fucking Seahawks team, because that's what you're gonna fucking do!
Okay.
Seriously, man, this is really annoying.
All right, that's the number 1 seed. This is the number 8 seed. This is a football fan going crazy.
Oh! 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 Yeah! 2, 1! We won!
All right, so that was the number 1 seed. That was the female mocking Peyton Manning versus the football fan going crazy.
Football fan going crazy. Did they win?
They won. They won.
Oh,
that was a win right there.
I would hate to hear if he lost.
All right, so the next bracket, we got the number 2 seed versus the number 7 seed. So the number 2 seed, this is a Super Bowl fan. I'm not really sure exactly. So let's play it. Here we go.
Are you fucking kidding me? The Super Bowl? Are you fucking kidding me? We are going to run you motherfuckers right now!
All right, so he just sounded like he was pissed off. This is from the 49ers Super Bowl. This is the number 7 seed. This is from this last Super Bowl that just happened.
How? How in the trap? How? I'm selling my season ticket. I'm done with this.
Wait.
What is he said?
He said
he's
some
speaking
language.
a different language.
All
man.
I heard was Garoppolo and how in the beginning, and then listen how he ends it. It's perfect English at the very end, but listen to this.
How? How in the trap? How? I'm selling my season ticket. I'm done with this. I'm deleting my account.
How you do all that and then say I'm deleting my account? All right, so the next one is the number 3 seed versus the number 6 seed, and this is a Minnesota fan. Actually, this might be somebody from New Orleans. I think this is. We'll see.
Okay.
Let's see if this is the one.
It's started.
It's an interception! Why? Why? No! It's over! No!
That biggest deal. How, Garrett? Gosh, Garrett, are you serious?
It's not my fault.
Seriously, just break the table.
It's
He
not
breaking
my
shit.
Grandma's table.
It's not my fault. They freaking suck
but
at
it's your
everything.
fault that you break the table.
Interception.
He said it's not his fault.
I know exactly what play he's talking about. That's when Drew threw that pick to end the game pretty much against Minnesota.
Yep. Now listen to this one. Now this is the number 6 seed. This guy sounds like he's possessed. It's in a totally different language, but you're gonna feel him. I've been here before. Now watch this.
¡La puta que me parió! ¡La puta que me parió! ¿Quién hizo ese penal, pelotudo?
Román que se agarró la cabeza, él solo se lo marcó.
¡Qué forro que sos, Román! ¡Y la puta que me parió!
punta in there.
Para vos y la concha de tu madre. No hay que ser pelotudo, cabellar. Así la concha de tu madre.
Why you sound like
I heard about 7 puntas, and so it got to be some soccer. He got to be talking about some soccer.
It's definitely soccer.
I think so.
Sound like Speedy Gonzalez. All right, and this is the last bracket for this. This is actually those last two was from the Southwest region. The first two was from the Northwest region.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 3 and 6. This is 4 and 5. So this number 4 is the Steelers fan gone mad. Here we go.
Come on!
Look how ridiculous he is.
Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me!
Oh.
Where were you at? Oh my God! You suck so bad! I can't do it!
Oh,
I can't!
no. Mommy, he's unplugging the TV. He's gonna take it outside. What?
He broke the TV. No, he did.
He took the TV and took it outside and smashed it on the front.
You heard the little kid? He said he's taking the TV outside. He's taking the TV outside.
And here's the number 5. This was a close one. So you had that one, and this is the Carolina Panther fan. This is hilarious.
Where he saw that it was defensive holding call.
Man,
DPI, defensive pass.
what is going on here, man? Can't allow us to win the game. What the heck? Touchdown.
What the hell?
Touchdown.
Shit!
Yeah. Dude, shit, chill out.
Dad, what are you doing? Holy shit!
Damn you, Captain! Damn you, Captain! Damn you, Captain!
Oh.
Damn you, Captain! You back here!
Damn you, Captain.
You need to still come back! Damn him!
There's still time left.
You're down the hill, Carolina Panther! Who's your kicking us? And you lost!
The game's not over!
You lost it!
That I'm sorry. I've never.
I love the accent.
I've never been that crushed. She was flipping everything over, literally.
Yo, I was gonna say I'm just as big as a fan, if not bigger, than any of these guys or females. And I've never done that before.
No.
And I've witnessed Brady win 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
No, 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the
I
worst?
get silent.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Sean.
I get silent. I don't know what to do. I get silent. Like I got a loss of emotion when I say that.
Yeah, you should see me and Corey the last 3 years that the Saints lost.
Uh-huh.
We were both at work that time when that happened, the Minneapolis Miracle.
Uh-huh.
We just looked at each other. We just looked at each other and went separate ways. That was it. We just looked. The next year, what happened to us with the pass interference? Just called each other and was like, "You saw that shit?" It's like, "Yep, they get it. They did it to us again." I was irate, but come on, man. You got to pay for that stuff once you break it.
No, I know. Well, I was gonna say, like, C, have you ever gotten not violent, but have you ever thrown anything across the room or like?
Not at all.
Never.
Not at all.
What about you, Sean?
Not at all.
No.
Nah.
The only thing I did was by mistake one time. Who was that, Corey? That was the Duke shot, right?
Duke in Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah, the Leitner shot. I had a little light fixture over my head, and me, my mother, and Corey was like right by in front of the TV. Kristen Leitner hits the shot. I jump up like, "Oh no!" and I break the light fixture, but that wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, I think the Super Bowl where Eli Manning and they came, I threw my remote. I didn't break nothing, but that's the most. I took my remote and I threw it across the room.
Yeah, I feel it in my heart. My heart's already a crash. Like inside my body, when things like that happen to my sports team, all the stuff you just heard go on inside my body. And it works to my mind. And then I go crazy up here for like 3 days. No Sports Center, no news feed, no nothing.
Yeah, Sports Center, that's that Sports Center, that's off limits. I can't watch after a crushing defeat. Nobody watches Sports Center in the house. I don't want to see it.
Go ahead, see, huh?
I would say I take losses, I think, if I'm not paying well, because growing up in the 80s, the Saints, like, it was just a thing. So
yeah,
I was used to having the Saints and then another team that I like. I'd be more mad about the Cowboys losing or Houston Oilers over the Saints. So the Saints, they showed you all the ways to lose. So, like, maybe I would be emotional if I had a better team in the '80s, but the Saints got me so down. I wasn't even that happy when they won the Super Bowl as I should be because I just was confused. I was used to being sad, so I kind of was like happy inside, just like when I'm sad inside.
Yeah.
So Saints just they
like most people that are listening, you might know if you're listening. If not, we're from New Orleans, me and my bro C.Anthony, and we're from the Saints period when they had the bags on their heads. So what he's speaking on is just real and it's from the heart. When your team that you love wear bags, the fans wear bags on their head, you have to go get a backup team. Corey became a Dallas fan. I became a 49er fan. This is like 85, 86, early in life.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how horrible the Saints were for a long time. They had little spurts where they were decent and they made the playoffs. 8-8. Well, they made the playoffs with Aaron Brooks that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was still closer to the Drew Brees years, but still, for the most part, they sucked pretty bad. And people up in New England, we went through our little stretches where the Patriots sucked, but at least we got blown out by the Bears, but at least we went to the Super Bowl in the 80s. Then we went to the Super Bowl in the 90s. We had stretches when we were horrible. But boy, Saints were bad. They were like the Tampa Bay. They were like Tampa Bay and the Cardinals. Like the Saints, the Cardinals, and Tampa Bay were pretty much right. They were like the laughing stocks of the NFL.
Yeah.
For the most
that
part.
was the Bobby Hebert years.
Yep.
When he was our quarterback, Cajun guy, and then to take it a little bit further back, we had Jake the Snake, Kenny Stabler, lefty. And so losing is in my blood.
He had a half a leg, Corey. That man didn't even have 2 legs when he started playing for us. He was done. He was damn near dead.
But I would have to say losing is in my blood, and that's just something I have to be honest about because I'm not a loser, but it's in my blood. I was born trying to tell people the Saints was playing and I can't. So it's like it's in my blood.
And we have one of the most loyal fan base. This is what's crazy.
Yeah, they still go. They still. Well, I can understand now. I can understand now, but
even back then we were selling out the dome.
Going. They had more paper bags. They had more paper bags than that bitch in a grocery store. Everybody had a damn paper bag on their head.
Our liquor laws. The liquor laws are just so light. And then, in the 80s, football wasn't as serious as it is now, I don't think, because allegedly that the Saints players would drink a lot. Like, even if they get a good guy who's drafted there or traded, that you just get in line with them on Bourbon Street, and then it's like that attitude of not winning and having fun and getting rich becomes a norm. Nobody in my elementary school cared if the Saints lost. That's how we stayed brave because we knew they was going.
That's crazy. That's
whatever.
Crazy. Well, so if you guys want to vote on those brackets, leave a message. If you go on the Anchor, you can leave a message. Leave your vote for whichever one you like the most, and we will tally up the votes on there and also online, and we will narrow it down starting next week. But next segment, we're going to finish off the east side of the bracket. That was the west side of the bracket. So we're going to do that next segment. But for the rest of this segment, we are going to get into what you want to do first, Shawn. We can either do the best feuds in sports history, or we can do, which is sure to get a reaction out of you guys. We can do what I said we were going to do. Who faced more talent in the finals, LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Let's go with that one. You just answered the question. Now remember, let's determine how we will agree on who has faced more talent. I'm gonna go with whoever faced more Hall of Famers.
Okay, that's what I was going to.
That's my determining factor.
Now we're not bringing rules. We're just talking about talent, right?
Yeah.
Who had the more talented roster?
Well, see, I'm gonna go with who faced the most talent, right?
Yeah. Well, basically, that's the same thing.
So I'm gonna go with who played the most Hall of Famers.
Right. So, right, Corey, you're in agreement with this?
I'm still trying to understand. You're going to do.
We're trying to.
Is it LeBron Jordan?
I guess there's no right answer, but what I'm trying to say is
we're trying to get down to the bottom of who faced the most talent and their championship
in the finals.
In the finals,
who played the better teams? Who played the more well put together teams in the finals? LeBron or Jordan?
In the finals, right? In the finals. Not the playoffs, but in the final game.
In the finals. In the finals. So let's just go over who LeBron played, then we'll do Jordan. LeBron played San Antonio first, then he played the Dallas Mavericks. And just a side note, before people say that Dallas team wasn't as good as any of those teams Jordan played.
They weren't.
That Dallas team swept the Los Angeles Lakers before they beat a Los Angeles Lakers team with Shaq and not Shaq.
That wasn't Shaq.
I'm sorry, not Shaq. Kobe and Pau Gasol and all them.
Yeah.
So they swept them. So they weren't. So I just wanted to say that. So so the Spurs, Dallas, 4 times against Golden State, and 2 more times against the Spurs, right? So 3 times against the Spurs.
3 Spurs, 4 times against Golden State, 1 time against Dirk in OKC.
In OKC, right? Okay, so now with the Bulls, you got Phoenix, Portland, the Lakers, Seattle, and Utah twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Utah, Seattle, Portland, Phoenix, and the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guess you're leaving me open. I'm going to see what I can remember as far as this isn't really even a debate. We're just more trying to get down to the bottom of who had the most talent on the opposite team.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
So I got Duncan, Dirk, Steph, Clay, Dre, and Parker for the Hall of Famers that LeBron has faced.
No, you're not putting Westbrook as a Hall of Famer?
Not yet. He's not one yet.
You don't think he's? I mean, I'm just saying he's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
I don't know. He might be one of those guys, though. Okay, we did this Hall of Fame discussion like maybe a month, 2 months ago. He might be an on the line border guy.
What you think, C? Is he a Hall of Famer?
I think his Oklahoma work will get him in. No matter what he do from here on out, I think he'll beat Oklahoma.
Even if he doesn't get a ring, right? Same thing with James Harden.
He's not getting the ring.
James Harden too, right? Wouldn't you say James?
He's a Hall of Famer who's not gonna get a ring.
But you can't say can we say these? Can you say this Durant, this Westbrook, the one that we talking about that he played when they were pretty much babies?
Well, I mean, because
I'm not talking about the future, what they're going to become. I'm talking about when he faced them.
I know, but didn't Harden go to Houston the year after that?
No.
After they lost in the finals? Yeah, he did.
I think one more year. I think maybe
one more year he played. I think he played one more year.
Maybe one more, but I'm not sure. Maybe one more, but I'm not sure.
I thought that team fell apart after that. I didn't know they was back together.
I think maybe they played one more.
I think Perkins got out of that first, I think.
Wow. They must have lost.
Let's just see.
All right, go ahead.
So let's